10 bad daily habits that destroy your kidneys. Are the things you do every day slowly killing your kidneys? From what you eat to how you deal with stress, habits that don't seem dangerous can hurt these important organs in very bad ways. Want to know what actions you take every day can hurt your kidneys? Let's talk about the 10 worst things you do every day that can hurt your kidneys and what you can do to avoid them. That you do any of these things, and how can you change them to keep your kidneys healthy? Watch the whole video to learn more and start taking care of your kidneys right away. The kidneys are essential organs that help to maintain electrolyte balance, filter waste materials and excess fluids from the blood, and regulate blood pressure. They are also crucial for maintaining the balance of electrolytes. These vital organs might be subjected to considerable damage as a result of our regular routines, despite the fact that they are quite important. Here are 10 poor behaviors that can cause damage to your kidneys, as well as ways to avoid them so that you can keep your kidneys in the best possible condition. Number 10. Consuming an excessive amount of salt. Consuming an excessive amount of salt can result in high blood pressure, which is one of the primary factors that contribute to kidney injury. If you consume an excessive amount of sodium, your kidneys will have to exert more effort in order to eliminate it, which will result in increased wear and strain on your kidneys. Avoid processed and packaged foods, which are typically rich in sodium, in order to limit the amount of salt that you consume. Instead of using salt to season your food, try using herbs and spices instead. Fresh foods are the best option. Aim to take no more than 2,300 milligrams of salt on a daily basis, as recommended by health authorities, and inspect the labels of foods to determine the amount of sodium they contain. Number 9. An insufficient amount of water consumption. If you want your kidneys to work correctly, you absolutely need to drink water. The accumulation of waste products and toxins in the kidneys can be a consequence of dehydration, which can result in the formation of kidney stones and chronic kidney disease. Consume a sufficient amount of water throughout the day, aiming for at least 8 glasses, which is equivalent to around 2 liters. Change your consumption based on factors such as the weather, the amount of physical exercise you get, and your overall health. Number 8. Overuse of painkillers. Aspirin and other nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory medicines, NSAIDs like ibuprofen, can lower the amount of blood that flows to the kidneys, which can result in acute renal injury as well as chronic kidney disease if the medication is taken for an extended period of time. In addition to taking medicines exactly as prescribed, you should also think about looking into alternate methods of pain treatment, such as acupuncture, physical therapy, or herbal remedies. Before utilizing pain medication for an extended period of time, it is imperative that you get the advice of a healthcare expert. Number 7. High sugar consumption. Consuming an excessive amount of sugar can result in serious health problems such as obesity, diabetes, and hypertension, all of which are major risk factors for kidney disease. Blood sugar levels that are too high can cause damage to the blood vessels in the kidneys, which in turn reduces the kidney's capacity to filter waste. Reduce the amount of sugary beverages, sweets, and processed foods that you regularly consume. In order to assist in the regulation of blood sugar levels, it is recommended to select natural sources of sweetness, such as fruits, and to select whole grains rather than refined carbs. Number 6. The act of smoking. The effects on the kidneys. In addition to being detrimental to the kidneys, smoking is detrimental to virtually every organ in the body. Arteriosclerosis, also known as the hardening of the arteries, can be brought on by it, which in turn reduces the amount of blood that flows to the kidneys and raises the risk of kidney disease. You may improve the health of your kidneys and your overall well-being by giving up smoking, which is one of the good things you can do. In order to assist you in quitting smoking, you should seek support from healthcare professionals, support groups, or smoking cessation programs. Number 5. Consuming an excessive amount of alcohol. Consuming large amounts of alcohol on a regular basis can result in high blood pressure and liver illness, both of which can therefore increase the likelihood of kidney injury. Additionally, alcohol is a diuretic, which indicates that it causes dehydration and places additional strain on the kidneys. Alcohol consumption should be kept at a moderate level, with women being allowed up to 1 drink per day and males being allowed up to 2 drinks per day. Take into consideration days in which you do not consume alcohol and choose for healthier beverage alternatives such as water, herbal teas, or low-sugar juices. Number 4. To disregard the underlying health conditions. Diabetes and high blood pressure are 2 of the most common kinds of chronic illnesses that can lead to renal impairment. The acceleration of kidney damage might be caused by ignoring or improperly addressing certain disorders. For the management of chronic illnesses, it is important to keep a close eye on your health and to follow the recommendations of your healthcare professional. To keep these problems under control, it is important to maintain a healthy lifestyle that includes maintaining a balanced diet, engaging in regular exercise, and taking prescribed medications. Number 3. Diets that are high in protein. Despite the fact that protein is necessary for good health, consuming an excessive amount of it, particularly from animal sources, can place additional strain on the kidneys. This holds especially true for people who have kidney problems that have been present for a long time. Incorporating plant-based proteins like beans, lentils, and nuts into your diet will help you maintain a healthy level of protein consumption. Consider seeking the advice of a healthcare expert in order to ascertain the quantity of protein that is suitable for your specific requirements, particularly if you are concerned about your kidneys. Number 2, holding urine. When you ignore the desire to urinate on a regular basis, you put yourself at risk for developing kidney infections and urinary tract infections (UTIs). The kidneys may suffer harm as a result of this behavior over time. Listen to your body and be sure to take frequent trips to the potty. It is important to consume a large amount of fluids in order to stimulate frequent urination and eliminate toxins from the urinary system. Number 1, an insufficient amount of physical activity. A lifestyle that is characterized by a lack of physical activity can result in the development of other risk factors for kidney disease, including obesity, hypertension, and diabetes. All of these conditions are risk factors for renal disease. Inactivity can also be a factor in decreased circulation, which can have an impact on renal function. This is something that can happen if you are not active. Staying away from addiction. It is important that you incorporate some sort of physical activity into your daily routine on a consistent basis. Your goal should be to perform at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity each week. Some examples of activities that you could participate in are brisk walking, cycling, or swimming exercises. Because it assists in the management of blood pressure, blood sugar levels, and general cardiovascular health throughout the body, regular physical activity is helpful to your kidneys. For the most part, the routines that you engage in on a daily basis are the most important factor in maintaining kidney health. By taking preventive measures, you can protect your kidneys from the potential damage that may be caused by ingesting an excessive amount of salt, sugar, and protein, as well as by not drinking enough water, smoking, and drinking an excessive amount of alcohol. If you are aware of the potential harm that could be caused by these factors, you will be able to take preventative steps. The management of underlying health conditions, the avoidance of excessive use of painkillers, the preservation of an active lifestyle, and the reaction to signals from the body are all crucial strategies that must be implemented in order to keep kidney function at a healthy level. Through the implementation of these alterations, you will not only be able to provide help to your kidneys, but you will also be able to improve your overall health and well-being. It is essential to bear in mind that even very minor efforts, when sustained over a period of time, can result in significant improvements in kidney health, so supporting you in avoiding the adverse effects that are associated with these harmful practices. Subscribe now for more essential health tips and updates.